Hi guys, welcome to my decks. I am Friday's Trace. Guys, today I'll actually be discussing about Bitcoin USD. Recall that some time ago I actually did an analysis about Bitcoin, telling you what will happen in the financial market. I still remain one of the best financial analysts in Africa. Guys, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel at Friday's Trace, where every day, every time I come and analyze the market for you, show you in details what is happening in the financial market, how it's going to be going and all that. Recall that some time ago I did a video about Bitcoin and I was telling you, look, this is what, if you recall some of these markings that I actually did here some time ago, where I was telling you that this is what will happen on Bitcoin, where this one, I told you that some time ago, I told you that, go through my previous videos to see that I told you some time ago that Bitcoin is coming to 44, that once it hits 44, nothing will stop it. It has to bull run, restart officially. So guys, as you can actually see, look at how the chart, look at how the market is respecting my markups. Look at how it is going, because you see, I understand how the financial market flows. I understand how it flows. Nothing stops you from understanding it the way I understand it. Just give it your time. Give it your time. Dedicate your time to it. Be consistent with it. Pull up to the chart every morning, every afternoon. Just make it as part of your life. Study it. Understand how the algorithms are runs the financial market. That it actually books the market. That's just a secret. Be consistent. Do your back testing. Do your journaling. Give it your time. 60%. This is what gives everybody financial freedom. This is what everybody needs to be free from stress, to be free from the global inflation that is eating everything up. Every one of us need this. Guys, don't forget to subscribe to my channel too at Friday's Trace. I also offer a mentorship program where with just $1,000 you go into my mentorship program where I hold your hand on daily basis, tell you what is happening in the market, tell you how the market is going. So guys, briefly, let's just go into the charts and do what we have for today. Recall that this was my markup. These are my markups some time ago why I marked and was telling you how Bitcoin is going to go and all that. This is not, I don't do this in hindsight. I just do this freely because I understand how the market is booked. So guys, let's go into the charts. Recall that this is an OB, this is an order block. And whenever you have an order block, you have an exhaustion. After the exhaustion, which is the manipulation stage of the market, what will happen? The market will have to distribute. Most of the times, this order block happens as a result of distribution, which forms an accumulation on a bigger time frame. Let me explain this to you. There are three things that the market actually does. There are three things, just three things that the market actually does, and nothing stops the market from doing these three things. It always do those three things, always. Sorry, sorry for notifications. I have to block these pop-ups. Maybe after this class, I will block those notifications from popping up. So, like I was actually explaining to you some time ago, I told you that this is what will happen with Bitcoin. Bitcoin will have to come into this place, and I marked this thing, this rectangle up for you. I was telling you that Bitcoin will come to this place. There are arrays. We call them premium and discount arrays. That is PD arrays that happens. These arrays are the arrays onto which the algorithms that books the financial market, the algorithms. These arrays are footprints that the algorithm moves on. For you to succeed in the market, you have to understand where the market makers are at a particular stage of the market. That is the secret of the market. Once you understand where the market makers are, you realize that you succeed in the financial market. Knowing where you are, knowing being able to understand the level of risk you are supposed to take. Is this risk? There are some questions you are supposed to ask yourself when you come into the chart as a trader. Where am I in the market? Then what am I going to do at a particular time, and a particular stage of the market? These are the questions you are supposed to ask yourself. These are the major questions you are supposed to ask yourself first as a trader. Where I am, what am I going to do? And be consistent. Not just come into the chat and you feel that you have to trade. No, it is not a do or die affair. It is not a must that each time you come to the chat or any day you come to the trade, to the trading your trading platform, you have to trade. No, you have to have principles. You have to have a trading plan. You have to have parameters. Those parameters are those things that will make you to either enter the trade or not to enter a trade. Is this trade worth your risk to reward? Is this trade worth you risking your money? These are silent questions that every professional trader is supposed to ask him or herself before going into the chart. Let's go into the chart. I am on the daily time frame. Recall that our target is still here. Nothing has actually changed. Nothing has actually changed. For now, nothing has actually changed. Recall that this is a fair value gap. This is a value gap. And when you take this up, if you take this trade from here to here, you see that the 50% range is here. Inside this fair value gap, you work on it. You divide it into 4. You divide it into bring, discount, and discount, and then the mitigation. That is the center stage, which is 50% of the whole fair value gap. So if we take this and take this as the fair value gap, then we divide it into 2. That was why I draw this line. I was telling you that anything above this 50% is at premium. Anything below this 50% is at discount. Record the principle of demand and supply. Every trader, everybody who wants to make business, you always want to buy something cheap and sell it high. So it still works in this particular business. You buy things cheaper and sell those things higher. That's the principle of demand and supply. Now, anything above 50, if you are buying anything above 50, you are doing what? You are buying it at a higher price, which you encounter losses. Anything below 50, you are buying it at a discount rate, which is cheaper. So if you are selling at a cheaper rate, which is at a discount rate, it actually means you are selling your goods cheaper, probably below the price that you bought those things. If you are selling at a higher rate, you are selling very, very good because you bought it at a cheaper rate and sell it high, which is the concept of demand and supply. Buy cheaper, sell higher, and make profits. Run your shit, bro. Do your thing. Do your thing. This is what we do every day. Everybody actually needs financial freedom. Everybody needs to be free from stress. Everybody needs to be free from global inflation. Things like, you see, every day things keep rising. Prices keep rising, which is not equitable with the supply. There is no money, and the quantity of goods supplied is not equal to the demand. So it makes the quantity of things to be higher. So everybody needs to be free from financial stress, and these are some of the things that will make you to be free. You don't need God to come down from heaven to make you free. You just need the right things. You just need the right tools. You just need the right people around you to give you that sense of what you are supposed to do, who you are supposed to be. You get it? So let's go into the chart. So briefly, I'm going to be analyzing this for you. This is the daily time frame. Recall that this is an OB. This is a fair value gap. This is where the market went up. I marked this in for you. I was telling you that this is a fair value gap. This is an inversion gap. This is an inversion fair value gap on the other side of the trade. This is an inversion. Who's that? Huh? Okay. This is an inversion. That is why I marked this in for you. It shows that the algorithm is actually changing itself. actually changing itself. This thing happened here. Do you know why this thing happened here? Do you know why this market went down? Why it went down? If you follow me on my WhatsApp, you actually understand that when this market came to this place, I was telling my followers who follow me on WhatsApp, I was telling them that that Bitcoin, that the market makers will begin to dump their Bitcoin soon. That people are going to be dumping their Bitcoin soon because I understand the chart. If you understand the chart, you understand where it is good to buy or sell. As a trader, for you to succeed, even as a crypto trader, you need to understand the chart. You need to be able to read this chart effectively. There are arrays that the market moves on. There are arrays. If you watch that, there are some things I'm not supposed to tell you because this is a free class. There are some things that are beyond the scope of this class that I can't actually say them now. But if you want to know the secret of some of the things, some of the decisions I make as a professional trader, you join my inner circle. I'm going to be dropping my WhatsApp number below this video. Where you chat me on WhatsApp, just chat me on WhatsApp and you join my inner circle where you have to interact with other of my students. I have students globally. I have students in many countries in the world today, and they are succeeding because we work collectively. We see nobody is an island, nobody knows it all. But with dedication and consistency, you will be able to do what you are supposed to do it with the right thing, do it with the right mindset, and constructively you succeed. Now let's go into the chart. Let's go into this is a daily chart. This is a daily time frame that I'm actually on. This is Bitcoin. This is on the trading view. You see BtcUsd. That's it. Let's go to 4-hour time frame. Let's go in so that you understand the chart. For now, on on the major time, we are still bearish on Bitcoin. You see, this was liquidity. This was liquidity, and they smashed this liquidity because they understand that people's stop loss are all over this place. So they will have to go against the liquidity. They will have to go against the liquidity. Look at how this market is respecting my markup. I marked this thing some time ago. I marked this thing some time ago. I wasn't actually saying what is happening, but I marked it. This particular thing, look at it. Look at this. Look at this. There are some things I may not be able to explain to you. But the moment this market is coming to this place, you see that this is it. This is internal liquidity. Briefly, let me analyze it briefly. This is internal liquidity. This is internal liquidity. You see that there are only two things that the market makers does in this market. It's either the market is offering liquidity or is taking people who are liquidity already out of their stop loss. That is the psychology of what the market makers does. And the algorithm that actually controls the financial market books the markets on these principles. Bro, just get it. Get what I'm saying and understand it once and for all. There are only two things that the algorithms that books the financial market does. And the market makers, everybody in the financial market, every expert in the financial market understands this. They understand this and they use it. They work with human psychology. Two factors, greed and want. People are greedy. People want to make money so that they can be able to sort out their debt. Many people are owing, they have credit card debts and all that. So they come to the financial market, they come to the forex market with that sense of greed that I want to make money fast so that I can actually be able to sort out my bills and all that. Who tell you that you you are a whale? You are a whale. Turn out with your greed. You turn out to become liquidity because the market makers understand these things. This is internal liquidity. People who sold this market that thought that okay at this stage that the market will be going down. Where did they put their stop loss? They have to put their stop loss just above this. Look at it. The market maker knows this. They will come up and smash you out of stop loss. The trend is still downward. They will continue. This particular thing, it has a name. It has a name. It has a name because it took out this internal liquidity. It took out this was internal liquidity. It took out this internal liquidity, smashed it, smashed it. This is a V. This is a V. This is a block. This is a gap. After the gap, what happens? You see one, you see consolidation, you see move again, you see consolidation. This is the second stage of the market. As a professional trader who understands how the market is booked, you understand that where do you have a fair value gap? Where is the target? For this market, target is for this market, target is value gap, fair value gap, fair value gap. But once it comes into the fair value gap, you see how the market will be reacting. You see that the trend will begin to change this step. You begin to see something like this. Whenever this market comes into this place, these are some of the things that you will be expecting. You begin to see that the market will come to begin to 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 break highs, and it will be preserving the lows. It will be breaking the highs and be preserving the lows. This is the psychology. You see that the trend is up. You notice that the trend will be up because they are taking up highs, creating new highs, preserving the lower liquidity down, preserving this one down, preserving this one down. They have trap traders who put sell trade here that are hoping for the market to return to this place so that they will come to break even. Who does that shit for you? Who give you that? Bro, you are trapped. They are not coming in for you. They are taking you away. That is the psychology. Hold the market. Hold them so that they will be in dirty stop loss. That is the psychology of the algorithm that actually runs this market. There is no two ways about it. The secret of succeeding in the market is to do things with the right thing at the right time. Know what you are supposed to do at a particular time as a trader. Know when it is rough. Whenever it is rough, you stay away from the market. You mustn't be every time in the market. Use your time constructively. When you don't have your setup, you look for other things. If it's not, you go to the gym, go and do your exercise and all that. Find other things that you use in sorting yourself out. You mustn't always be in the chat. We are actually expecting to see something. We are actually expecting to see something. We want this market to come into this range. Once this market comes into this particular place, we will begin to expect some things. We'll begin to see if we begin to ask ourselves what is happening, what is the next move. It has hit the other block, which is this side. Look at the other block, the fair value gap. Hold on, I am in Africa. I'm in Africa, so my network down here in Africa is always very very bad. You should understand with me. This is the reality of where we actually come from. We are proud of where we come from, irrespective of whichever thing that we're facing here. Africa is Africa. Africa is our best home. Just manage ourselves. So bear with me. This is the circumstance I've actually found myself in. But then I told myself that, bro, I don't allow the place I come from to affect me. I don't allow the place I come from to affect me. I'm actually a successful person in this field. I'm one of the best financial analysts in Africa. I can bet you, whenever I make analysis based on experience, based on history of certain markets that I've actually done. You can't take that shit away from me. I know it, and I cannot unknow it. It is there with me. So it is my obligation, it is my vision, it is my view, it is my dream to see you succeed too. and I am willing to hold your hand and show you what happens in the market. This is global market. Once you know this, you'll be free from stress. Once you know this, you'll be free from what you actually want to eat. You want to do anything you want to do for yourself by yourself at your own pace. Nobody dictates to you what you're supposed to do. You will do it. I want to hold your hands. Chat me on WhatsApp. I'm going to be dropping my WhatsApp number below this video. Chat me on WhatsApp where I'll hold your hand and constructively explain to you why certain things happen in the market. Why they are telling you now that so exchange, this exchange is sold out so many millions of dollars out of Bitcoin. Bro, that shit is crap. It doesn't work that way. It is when it is FOMO. We call it FOMO in the market, in the financial market. That is fear of missing out. When you follow the trend, when you follow the news, these are inducements. They understand how this market is booked. The market makers, the people who controls this thing, understand how the market is booked. They understand the algorithm. They understand the principles onto which the algorithm runs the financial market on. They use those things against you. You are a prey because you are a prey, not because you are supposed to be, but you are ignorant of what is happening in the financial markets. So you always be food for the whales. I am trying to reconstruct your mind and tell you what you're supposed to know. I don't have anything to hide. I always tell you the way it is, irrespective of whatever thing you feel. Don't feel anything. I passed through that circle too. It was very, very difficult for me. I grew up in a family where nobody actually looks at you. You don't even see anybody who will look at you. But then, would I allow my situations to overwhelm me? I wouldn't. If I do it, I begin to blame anybody for my difficulties, for my failures. I can't blame anybody. I am lucky that I grew up. My parents, I'm happy that my parents gave me the kind of education, the little education I actually needed as a pivot, as a starting point. So I don't owe anybody. They don't owe me any responsibility. I don't have any excuse for being a failure. I understood this and I took the burdens upon myself. I said I must succeed. Whichever way, whichever thing I intend to do, whichever thing that I'm doing that I will not hurt anybody, I will have to make those things and I will have to succeed. I want you to succeed too. I want you to have this sense of mindset, this mind that I have that make me to succeed as a financial trader. Now I am free. I can live in any part of the world I want to live today because I worked for it. I dedicated my time to it. I suffered for this. It wasn't given to me on a platter of gold. I actually worked for it, and I want you to put yourself in my shoes. Reinterrogate yourself, find out where you are getting it from. That that is stopping you. Is that thing what's stopping you? Is that thing worth your time? That thing that you are giving your time to, is it worth your time? If it is not worth your time, bro, you fuck it up. Get the fuck out of it. Let it go. Dedicate your time to this. This is the only thing that will make you free. This is the only thing that will make you to succeed wherever you go. You'll be succeeding. You'll be making good money, bro. Let's go into the charts. Now, when this market came to this place, I told you that there are arrays, there are PDRAs, there are premium and discount arrays. We call them PDRAs. Those arrays are the footprint of the market makers. They actually understand this thing and they use it. They do not play with it. Let's go to 15 minutes. This is 1 hour. We'll still analyze this 1 hour, but then let's go to 15 minutes so that we understand where we are. We understand what we have produced. This is the major thing that matters here. This is the major thing that matters here. Any other thing is out of the scope. This is the major thing that matters here. Once I begin to see, once I begin to see these arrays, there are some things that are outside the scope of this class that I can't actually explain to you. I can't actually explain them to you now because it is part of it's my privacy. And this is a free class. This is a free class that I can't actually explain those things. But just understand it that there are arrays. These arrays are premium and discount arrays. These arrays tells you where you are in the market at a particular point. It tells you whether the market is in an accumulation stage or an exhaustion stage. There are things that these things I cannot explain those things now. But if you want to know those things, you can chat me on WhatsApp. Go to chat me on WhatsApp, be part of my mentorship program. Just $1,000 and you'll be part of my mentorship program. And I bet you in 3 months' time, and you are not an expert in the financial market, or you are not on the path of being an expert in the financial market, then I am lying. I cannot lie to you because I will hold your hand, dedicate your time to it. You have a timetable. Anytime I'm coming up to analyze the charts, you will be part of me. You interact with other students, you ask questions, and you see that your questions will be answered. You see that your emotions, those things, those fear that you're having about about success, you see that those things will be taken care of. This is a breaker. This is a measuring gap. Briefly, this gap, this is the gap. This is the major thing that actually counts here. This is it. This is a gap. Now, once you have this gap, if you take here, if you take from where the market reversed and to where the market is going and divide it into two, if you take it and divide it into two, where this market came to from here down to this gap, down to this particular place, you see that it is equal. If you take here that the market came up to this particular point and divide it, come here, you take it on another rectangle from here down to here, you see that down to this particular place, you see that it's the same thing. After I've seen this, what else am I expecting? After I've seen this, what else am I expecting? I'm expecting things like this. Let me draw those things for you. I don't just come into the chart and begin to trade. I understand that anytime I come into the chart, there are some things I'm looking up to. Let me draw those things for you. Whenever I come to the chart and I see the market, I see something like this, I see this, then this is liquidity. This is liquidity. And I eventually see something like this. I see that the market takes this liquidity. I understand that the liquidity can be taken. What will happen? I will allow it to reverse. This particular place that took this liquidity, I measure it. If you take the distance from this particular place, just a standard deviation of 1, take the distance from this particular place, bring it down. If you bring it down, that's the same distance. That is where the market is going. That is where the market is going to reverse. If you measure this distance, bring it back, that is where it is going to reverse. After this place, if the market is reversing, where is it coming down to? It is coming down to mitigate this particular thing. It will come down to this particular measuring, this gap. After it comes back to this gap, the moment you see this gap, what are you expecting? You are expecting three things. You'll be expecting three things. The moment you see this gap, what will you be expecting? Why the market wants to go down? As the market is going down, from here down to here, there are things that you'll be expecting. Inside, particular range, particular range, particular range, particular range, particular range. There are some things you'll be expecting. These are the things you'll be expecting. You should be expecting to see inside here, you should be expecting to see a move from here. You'll be expecting to see a move from here that it returned up to here. You'll be expecting to see a move like this from here. You see 1, will come. Then you see another green candle into it. It may happen on the daily, it may happen on the 1 hour, it may happen on the 4 hour. You see something like this. Then you see another thing down. It will go inside this particular place that is going to be consolidating. Inside this particular place that you are going to see a consolidation, you're supposed to see a consolidation inside here. Inside this consolidation, then you see another consolidation. Inside this consolidation, you see one, you see two, you see two, you see return. This is another block. After this other block, you see three candles. Those are the exhaustion candles. You see one, you see two, you see three, and it ends there. From there, the market will return. It will return to clear up. This is the psychology. It will then now a particular place now. If it comes to this particular place, this thing becomes an inversion gap. It will come and hold on top. Once it comes to hold on top, what are you expecting it to come? It will begin to break previous highs. These highs that you see here, to begin to break it, and those highs will begin to form support. That is when retail traders who can support and resistance traders, that is the day they are succeeding. That is the day they will need to tell you that this trend line is working, that trend line is working, that trend line is that. This is the psychology. Inside here you have double top. When it comes to this particular place, you have a double top. You have a double top. This is one. When the market returns to this particular place, hold on, let me do it again. When the market returns to this particular place, this was liquidity. Then it will come and offer another liquidity here. Then these two things will become double top. After the double top, where are you going to? Recall that you have a breaker here. You have another one here. This particular break, where is it going to? If you take this particular movement and divide it into two, you have something like this. It will come to this particular point. When it comes to this particular point, then you begin to see something. To have to clear this because this is liquidity. This is liquidity. It will clear it. When it clears it, there is something. There is inside here. You see something. You see another gap here. Something here to become top. You see a fair value gap here. It is inside the fair value gap that is coming to. This is how the market is built. This is how the market is built. This is the psychology. This is the principle. This is what you are supposed to be looking out to. This is what you are supposed. There are footprints. There are things that, like sincerely, these particular things that I'm explaining to you. There are things that I may not be able to. That are fundamental. That are very, very important in the financial market. That everybody who wants to succeed in the market needs to know. Those things I cannot be able to explain those things to you now because this is a free class. If you want to know those things, come to my inner circle. I'm going to be dropping my WhatsApp number below this video. Where chat me on WhatsApp. Just chat me on WhatsApp and I'll respond to you effectively. Just $1,000 and you become part of my mentorship program where I'll hold your hand, teach you diligently, teach you what happens in the market, how the market is booked, the algorithm that books the market, the principles onto which the market is booked. These are the key things. Work on your psychology, work on your mindset. And the main has already told you that the mind construction is the standard. You work on yourself, you dedicate yourself, interrogate yourself, ask yourself certain questions. Is this thing I'm doing great that it's not where I'm supposed to be? Do those things that you're supposed to do as a human being. Use your time constructively so that you succeed. Guys, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Subscribe, hit the notification button so that whenever I post a new video, you'll be able to see my videos and all that. Let's make this money together. Chat me up, subscribe to my channel. I think this will be the end of this class. For now, we are expecting Bitcoin to come down. This is just an OP, just an order platforming. So we're expecting it to smash down. Let's see the exhaustion down to this particular point. Once it enters into this particular rectangle, bro, once it enters into this particular rectangle, then we will be expecting it. We'll be expecting it. We'll be expecting to see certain things. We'll be expecting to see certain moves. Look at it. Once Bitcoin enters into this place, we'll be expecting to see certain moves. So that it is those moves that will determine what we are supposed to do. Remember that as professional traders, you lay and wait for the market. When the market comes to you, you allow it to come to you. Once it comes to you, hit it. You smash it, bro. You smash it very well. Don't allow the market, because whenever the market is holding you, it will hold you to the left. No matter how you shout. Sorry. No matter how you shout, it will still hold you until it goes where it's going. So whenever you hold the market, you don't give the breathing space. Guys, I think this is the end of the class. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the notification button so that whenever I post a new video, you actually say it. Let's wait for Bitcoin to come into this place so that once it comes into this place, we'll know that we'll be able to execute that. Peace up!